This is the world-famous 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, California. It's a walk street full of vendors and shops and people performing and things, or at least that's what it used to be. We're going to take a look at it in the year 2025 and see just how well it's doing after the pandemic and everything else that's going on. There are a lot of places for lease. Some of them, like this one on the right, have pretty colors in the windows, so you don't necessarily notice that it's not a store. If you look up, you can see that one's all got exposed roofing, so that is an abandoned building that is for lease. This corner location is also for lease, and as you're walking down the promenade, there's quite a lot of empty buildings. You see that one over there. And then if we continue down, you could still have a decent day and have a nice walk. And there are still shops open, places where you can eat, and just have to continuously walk by places that are for lease over and over and over and over and over again. This is a particularly bad stretch, but then as we continue, you can see that some of the anchor stores are still there. So that's an AMC theater. So if you want to come down and see a movie, you still can. There's still some people performing in the street, entertaining for dollars. There's another one for lease there on the left. And you can see it's pretty sparse on this day. This is a Sunday, kind of midday Sunday. If you want to open a donut shop, there's one that's ready to go. So, and then of course, political statements. They want to get rid of the mayor of LA and hopefully fix this problem. I did not see a lot of homeless people. There are definitely some, but I didn't see a whole ton of them wandering around. The Doyers are still there, world champion Doyers as I shoot this. Patagonia store. So, hey, get a load of this clown. So there's still a lot to do here. And people are still having a good time. They're still going out. There's enough restaurants. There's enough stores to shop in. There's a place under construction. This big anchor corner store is closed and for lease. I don't know what it used to be. And if you go up Santa Monica Boulevard towards the city of LA, it's a lot worse up there. We'll do that at the end of the video, but we'll keep going down the promenade. Of course, Apple is always open. The Apple store is there. So if you need apples, you do definitely have a place to go. There's another one for lease, a big giant one that's all blocked off with wood. There's a place if you want to open a coffee shop, and there's another place that's blocked off with wood. So you can see it's about half dead, I'd say, is a fair assessment. But people still get out and walk around and sit in the sun, and you can still go to a restaurant. It's just, it ain't what it used to be. Like back in the 90s when I lived out here, I would go up there and it was packed. But if you're an entrepreneur looking for a place to open a business, there is a lot of competition here. You can probably get it for $50 a month just to fill the space. I bet you can make deals with the city. Here are some anchor stores that are still there. On the left is Tesla, on the right is Nike, so you can go in there, buy yourself a shiny new robot to help you carry all of the stuff that you buy. And then as we continue into the 3-story mall part of the mall that's closer to the parking lot, you can see all that fancy painting there is supposed to be stores, but they've shut it off. There is still live entertainment on this sunny Sunday at the mall, so you could definitely still go here, have a good time. And some of the anchor stores are open. Nordstrom's still open. You can see this whole bottom level that you would think would be very popular down where all the entertainment is mostly shuttered stores. And then over here you can see Forever 21 is closed. Everything down there on the bottom is shut down. So they even put a museum in it, though. The Children's Museum is still open. So maybe if stores fail, they can still put museums. There's also an art museum further back that I didn't show you on the promenade itself. So if you're an art guy, you can definitely still go here with your kids and look at adult art or kid art. There's another just dead end of the mall. And in this one, they've actually put a commercial for the Children's Museum, which is up on the top. So this empty store has a commercial for a store that's upstairs, up on level 3, which is right across the way from another store that's out of business, Indochino. They did custom tailored suits. Too late for me to get one. But Rolex is still in business, though they have taken all the Rolexes on. They must not be open on Sundays. All the Rolexes are out of the display. But if you need a Rolex for your Tesla robot, you can get one there. And you get the idea. Lots of closed things. Somebody tried to break into that one, and that is an abandoned store at the end of the mall. Sewing machine shop is open. If you need a new Jones sewing machine, you can definitely pick one of those up. They have a whole window full of sewing machines. Now, as we proceed further up Santa Monica Boulevard, sort of from the middle of the promenade, that's the REI store that is closed forever now and for lease. So if you need a giant retail space, that one is available. And then as we go further up, you just see store after store being closed. And this is where you see more crazy homeless people like living in the bus stops, and just a lot of businesses that are for lease. So again, if it's a buyer's market, if you want to open a store, this whole mini mall is closed. The whole thing is shuttered down here. So Santa Monica is either a tragedy or an opportunity, depending on what side you're on. But you can still have fun at the promenade, and it's still nice on a sunny day.